Welcome to Extraordinary. I'm your host, Thai Legend. Today on Extraordinary, imagine discovering that even a single act of defiance can ripple through generations, creating a legacy of life from the ashes of despair. Today, we're going to show you how even the smallest choices can ignite a transformation, turning a life of self-interest into an enduring beacon of hope. But the real question is, what will this mean for your life? Your eyes follow a trembling hand, knuckles white, gripping a simple gold pin. The camera pulls back to reveal Oskar Schindler, a man broken, tears carving silent rivers down weathered cheeks. In that moment, you realize this is not a story of triumph, but of profound, haunting responsibility. Krakow, 1939. The city breathes fear. Nazi boots echo against cobblestones like a metronome of destruction. Swastika banners hang like predatory birds, casting dark shadows over torn Jewish storefronts and shattered dreams. Life and death are no longer separated by distance, but woven into the very fabric of each heartbeat. But amid this chaos walks a man whose eyes see only opportunity. Zwickau, Austria, 1920s. A young Oskar Schindler bursts onto the scene, all charm, ambition, rebellious spirit. Imagine a whirlwind of bright colors and fast cuts. A man always with a drink in hand, laughing, hunting for his next money-making scheme. He's a social butterfly living purely in the moment, reckless and uncaring about tomorrow. Can you see him, charismatic, completely unaware that he'll one day become something extraordinary? He's a womanizer, a heavy drinker, a failed businessman with no moral compass. The Nazi Party isn't an ideology for him, it's a ladder, a network to exploit. Amoral, opportunistic, undeniably magnetic. Could someone this flawed ever become a beacon of hope? This is the mystery that will pull you through his story. Schindler acquires a factory in Krakow, driven by pure self-interest. Jewish workers become cheap labor, their desperation his opportunity. But something begins to change. The growing brutality of the ghetto liquidation starts chipping away at his conscience, a conscience he initially tries to drown in parties and alcohol. Watch closely, a crack is forming in his armor of indifference. Itzhak Stern, more than just an accountant, becomes Schindler's unexpected guide. From a balcony, Schindler witnesses children forcibly loaded onto trucks. For the first time, he sees people, not just workers, but human beings. These are the seeds of transformation, small moments that will grow into something monumental. The factory becomes a microcosm of a world gone mad, cramped, fearful. The constant hum of machinery, a reminder of precarious lives hanging in delicate balance. Children work alongside adults, small hands performing menial tasks under the shadow of unspeakable brutality. But these machines will soon become tools of salvation. The liquidation of the Krakow ghetto brings the Holocaust's horror directly into Schindler's vision. Children are being mercilessly killed. The iconic little girl in the red coat becomes a symbol of innocence destroyed. This is the turning point. Profit and status dissolve, replaced by an overwhelming need to protect. Can you feel the shift happening? The moment a self-absorbed man begins to care about something larger than himself. Schindler's transformation isn't sudden. It's a series of small, increasingly significant acts of defiance. The creation of his list isn't initially heroic. It's a pragmatic decision born from a growing moral obligation. Each name represents a life, a future, a universe of potential. What would your list look like? Would you have the courage to risk everything? If you're enjoying Extraordinary, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. Turn setbacks into comebacks using tactics of great underdogs like Stephen Hawking and Lincoln. Now, back to the episode. The factory transforms. No longer just a place of industry, it becomes a sanctuary. The rhythmic hammering of machinery now sounds like a heartbeat of resistance. Schindler intentionally produces faulty munitions, a silent sabotage against the Nazi war machine. These are not just sounds of work, they are the sounds of survival. Dialogue with Nazi officials becomes a dangerous dance. Schindler's drinking, partying, and womanizing, once signs of pure self-indulgence, now serve as an elaborate mask. Each forced smile, every hollow toast, is a calculated risk to protect those under his care. You're watching a man walk a razor's edge between survival and certain death. Arrests, near-death experiences, rapidly depleting resources. Schindler is forced to bribe, bluff, and barter in a world closing in around him. But something fundamental has changed. He will not give in. True courage, you'll realize, isn't the absence of fear. It's what you do when fear becomes your constant companion. The movement to Brunlitz is chaos incarnate. SS guards watching, workers exhausted, terrified, hungry. Each moment is a battle against extinction. You can feel the desperation, the incredible risk taken to preserve even a single human life. How much can one person endure? How much can one person save? Schindler's final address to his workers and guards becomes a desperate plea for humanity. His emotional breakdown reveals the true cost of his actions and the lives he couldn't save. That simple gold pin becomes a symbol of both his greatest triumph and his deepest regret. Imagine the ripple effect. Over 8,500 descendants of Schindler's Jews now live because of one man's transformation. Families, generations, entire universes of possibility emerged from a single person's choice to see humanity where others saw only disposable lives. Your life is a series of choices, not grand, sweeping decisions, but small, seemingly insignificant moments that accumulate into something extraordinary. Schindler didn't start as a hero. He became one, choice by choice, moment by moment. The challenge is not about being perfect, it's about being willing to change. We return to the opening scene. The pin, the broken man. But now you understand, his lament is not failure, but a profound recognition of human responsibility. He gave everything he had. He saved what he could. Look at your own life. What small act of courage are you avoiding? What moment of potential transformation are you walking past? Schindler's story isn't about being a superhero. It's about being human, truly, vulnerably human. The last image, a child of those saved, running free, laughing, existing because one flawed, complicated man chose compassion over indifference. Your move. Can you become a better version of yourself? On the next episode of Extraordinary, imagine if after saving lives, our hero faced a stark reminder of those left behind. Oskar Schindler's story is one of redemption amidst horror, but what if there was another tale where compassion was met with exploitation, where a woman's body became a battleground for scientific progress, and her legacy echoed the unspoken truths of racial injustice. This week, we delve into the poignant narrative of Henrietta Lacks, leaving you to wonder, can even the most profound acts of kindness be tarnished by the systems they aim to change? Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Breakthrough Blueprint. 7 days, 7 ordinary to extraordinary transformations. Rewrite your story using the exact frameworks that built empires from nothing. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/EO. Thanks for watching.